So you don't meditate every day?
Not every day, not every day, because the way that I pray, it feels like meditation. Because I don't just like, if I say quick prayers or whatever, but then sometimes I just pray and I just sit in the prayer. And I feel like that's my meditation, where I'm thinking about what I just prayed about. And then how do I make the blessing that I'm praying for come through? You know what I'm saying? Am I putting in the work? Am I going against my prayer? How whatever. So I feel like that's my meditation. Like I think about my prayer after I say it.
You know, some people don't understand that how they pray is very important to the manifestation of what they get, right?
Amen.
Because if you continuously pray and beg for something over and over again, it shows lack of faith, right? And so you're actually pushing away what you want versus thinking about what it is that you're trying to manifest.
And that's why I sit so much in it or whatever. Like I'm not even sleeping anymore. I can't even go back to sleep. Once I open my eyes, I really can't go back to sleep or whatever, unless it was just like I woke up just too early. But that's why I just sit in that prayer, because it's like sometimes I do always usually start my prayer off the same way. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for life and health and strength. You know what I'm saying? Because that's first. Without that, all the business that I'm doing, want to do, how am I making with no life, no strength?
So where did your faith come from? Was this something that you were taught as a child, experiences? Let's talk a little bit about your upbringing a little bit, right? So where are you from?
So I was born in Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay.
And I've lived a lot of places. I've lived in, as a child, I've lived in Canada, New York, Florida, South Carolina, and obviously Atlanta. My mother's a Jehovah's Witness. My father is a super Christian. So you asked about my faith. That's where it started when I was a child in that household. For me, religion will always matter because of my parents, for so many different reasons. You know, to a certain extent, I would tell you that religion also split my parents apart. Because of the differences added to whatever differences they had as man and woman. You know, and so when it comes to religion, it didn't make me hate religion, but it made me stop going to anybody's like religious function or church or Kingdom
church.
Hall, or whatever. I was like, God is with me, or whatever. So that's why once again, when I pray, I just sit in the prayer to just really, really make sure that what I'm praying for, I'm not getting in the way of it, like we were talking about earlier.
One thing I think I'm noticing a lot of, and I'm sure you probably are too, the millennials today are not necessarily finding themselves going to a church every week.
Well, I think it's a split because you have those particular influencers that's that age range of like 22 to 26, where like they go to these really popular churches or whatever. And then for the other people, they're like, no, I don't believe in none